All right, good morning on site and good morning online. All right, so as I have mentioned, we will continue on solving linear equations in two variables, but this time we will have to do it by elimination method. All right, from the term itself, elimination, meaning we take out, we eliminate one term so that we can solve the other one. And then after that one, we substitute the value of one variable into the other so that we can get. Okay. For example, we eliminate y, then we can solve for x. Now, if we have now the value of x, we can use that one to get the value of y. Okay, so that is elimination. Eliminate one and solve one. And then when you get the answer, substitute to the equation, and then you have now the values of the two variables. Okay. Very hot. All right, on site, can you see on online? Can you see on the screen?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So let me share it again. Okay, now what are the steps when we say solving linear equation in two variables by elimination? All right, so, okay, there you go. Oh. Mm-hmm. Computer is getting hot also. It will not run. Okay. So, okay, we will take it the whole process, the whole steps. All right, step number one, you read. Okay, Im, you read step number one. Multiply necessary constant at least coefficients. All right, so that is step number one, multiply if needed. If necessary means if needed. We multiply so that one pair will have same value or equation so that we can eliminate. Step number two, you read. All right, Pokpong, step number two, you read.
And or the design of the
variables. All right, so next step, add or subtract. Now take note, positive, negative signs, we will add or subtract. Combine it by adding or subtracting. Next, number three, solve the resulting equation. So we now have to solve, and then step number four, can you read step number four? Substitute value equation and solve the other variable. And step number five, okay, read step number five. Check your answer. That's so clear. All right, step number 5, you can check your answer. Now remember, linear equations, as we always emphasize, left-hand side should be equal to the right-hand side. If not equal, then it has no solution. If it equal but both have the variables are eliminated, then it has infinite solution. But we make sure that we will have this time the values of the variables. Okay, now take a look on that equation on your screen. Online, you follow? Okay, so you have there the linear equation in 2 variables, 3x plus 2y equals 4. And we have 3x minus 2y equals -4. So from there, we get our, all right, we have now our equation 1 and equation 2. So, all right, what do we mean by elimination? So eliminate one of the variable, just like the example that we said. Okay, so taking at this example, you have there 3x plus 2y. Okay, take a look on this. Plus 2y and minus 2y. Okay, if we combine it together, that will be equals to 0, right? Positive 2y, negative 2y is equals to 0. Okay, can you follow? So that means we can eliminate, all right, we can eliminate this one. Okay, so what will remain is your 3x. And you have also 4 and -4. Okay, so what remains now is 3x plus 3x, and that will be equals to 6x. 4 minus 4 equals 0. All right. So therefore, we have eliminated y, so we have to solve for the value of x. So therefore, 6x equals 0, or simplify it, x equals 0. So we simplify again. How to simplify? We divide this one. All right, so that we can cancel out 6. So what remains is 0. Okay. So we have eliminated the y at first, and then we get the value of x. Since we know already x, which is equals to 0, then we substitute that one to either of the equation 1 and 2. Okay, we choose 1 or 2. All right. Okay. You do it first before we continue. All right. Okay. Knowing that we know already the value of x, which is equals to 0. So therefore, we can now use equation 1. Take note, you can use equation 1 or 2. But here, we try to use equation 1. Okay. Substituting the value of x, which is equals to 0. And equation 1 is 3x plus 2y equals 4. So we know that x equals to 0. So therefore, 3 times 0 plus 2y equals 4. All right? And then further, 2y equals to 4 or y equals to 2. Okay, y equal to 2 divided by 2 and divided by 2 so that we can cancel out 2 and 2 and what remains is y. Okay, so 4 divided by 2 is 2. All right, so therefore we have now our value x equals to 0 and y equals to 2. And that is by elimination method. What did we do again? We eliminate y so that we can get the value of x. When we have now the value of x, we can substitute that one to get the value of y. Take note, you can eliminate either x or y. You try to choose which is easy. Okay, so if we try to check that one, substitute the value of x, which is equals to 0, and y equals to 2. 3x minus 2y. So 3 times 0 minus 2 times y, which is 2, equals negative 4. Or we have that one, negative 4 equals negative 4. Okay? That is by elimination method. All right. Do you have now an idea so that we can do it that more and then we try to solve it again? Okay. All right. This example, solve the system of linear equations by elimination. Now, take a look. Okay, negative 10x, negative 5x, positive 3y, negative 6y, equals 1, equals 23. Now, we cannot eliminate it directly. So what do? We multiply either equation 1 or 2 so that we can get the same value of any of the variable. Okay, so take a look. We multiply equation 2 by negative 2 so that the coefficients of x terms are opposite. Now this time, we will now be eliminating x. Because if we multiply this one by negative 2, so that means it will be positive 10x. So we can eliminate x. All right. So this is what we do. We multiply equation 2 by negative 2. Now take note, when we multiply all the terms. So that means we are using this equation. And so that we can eliminate x, we multiply this one by negative 2. But take note, when we multiply all terms. Negative 2 times negative 5x, negative 2 times negative 6y, negative 2 times 23. Again, when we multiply all the terms in that equation. Okay, so since we use equation 2, so we multiply all. Okay, we multiply all the terms in equation 2. All right, so that is why we get now 10x, negative 2 times negative 5x equals positive 10x. Negative times negative is positive. Negative 2 times negative 6y equals positive 12y. And then negative 2 times 23 equals negative 46. So we have now this equation. All right, so we can have that one and then combine it with equation 1. Negative 10x plus 3y equals 1. So take note, that is our equation 1. Combine it with our new equation, this one. All right. So we revise equation 2 and multiply it so that we can cancel out negative 10x and positive 10x. So what remains? Positive 3y plus 12y. You have there 1 and negative 46. Okay, so we eliminate x, so we will get the value of y. 3y plus 12y equals 15y, and positive 1 negative 46 equals negative 45. Okay, so 15y equals negative 45, or y equals 2, 3. Y3, we eliminate 15 by division. Okay, since you divide left-hand side, divide also right-hand side by 15. Okay, so that we get negative 3. All right. So we have now the value of y, which is negative 3. So what do we do next so that we can get the value of x? We can substitute that one to equation 2, or you can substitute that one to equation 1 so that we can get the value of x. Okay? All right. So y equals negative 3. So substitute to equation 1. Negative 10x plus 3y equals 1. And we know that y equals negative 3. All right, so negative 10x plus 3 times negative 3, which is our value of y, equals 1. So negative 10x plus, okay, minus 9 equals 1, or negative 10x equals 10. X therefore equals negative 1. Okay, so therefore we now have both the value of x. Again, y negative 1, divide it by negative 10. Okay, so that we can cancel it out. And of course, divide this one by negative 10. So that we get x equals negative 1. All right. So again, we have there x equals negative 1 and y equals negative 3. Now take note, this is ordered pair. Again, when you graph, this is ordered pair, your x and your y values. Okay, so that when you would like to graph it, okay, so negative 1 for x, you have x negative 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it will be in here. So we have here negative 1 and negative 3. Okay, if we put it in a graph. All right, so again, remember this is ordered pair. X should come first and then y. Okay, so do you now know how to solve by elimination? Right? Can you now solve? Yes or no? Eliminate 1 and then substitute so that we can get the other variable. Okay, let's try that one in our workbook. We will answer all. Okay, so if we check that one, of course, it will be equal. Because again, if it is not equal, then we don't have solution or we don't have the answer. It should be left-hand side equals right-hand side. All right. Okay, who would try to solve that one? 5x minus 2y equals 9. 11x plus 2y, 3y equals 4. Who would like to solve? Okay, we will do it. Now take a look. You have here negative 2y and positive 3y. So negative and positive. So therefore, it is easy to eliminate. All right. And we have here negative 2 and positive 3. So therefore, their common multiple is 6. For example, if it is a fraction, 1/2 and 1/3, so the common denominator is 6. So you find a number so that when you multiply, it will be equals to 6. All right, so equation 1, we can multiply that one with 3. Okay, follow. I will solve this one in this way so that it will be easier for you to understand. Okay, again, negative 2y, you can multiply that one with 3 so that you get 6y. And also positive 3y, you multiply that one with 2 so that you get 6y. Okay? Now, distribute 3 times negative 5x. So that will be 15x. All right? Then 3 times negative 2y, that will be negative 6y. 3 times 9 equals 27. All right, follow guys, follow so that it is easier to do it this way. Now we have now to multiply the second equation. 2 times 11x equals 22. Okay, positive 22x. 2 times positive 3y is positive 6y equals 2 times 4 is 8. Okay, so combine this one. You combine. All right, so we combine 6y, take note, negative 6y and positive 6y, we can eliminate this one, right? Negative 15x and 22x, what is the difference? Positive 22 minus 15 is 22 minus 15. Combine negative 15, 22x. Again? 7. All right, so that will be 7. Okay, so we combine those terms. So we have here 7x. And then we can eliminate y, right? Equals 27 plus 8. 30. 27 plus 8. 30. 35. All right. So you have now, since we eliminated y, 7x equals 35. So that we can get x, divide. And of course, divide. So therefore, 7 and 7 and x equals, okay, 35 divided by 7 is 5. Okay, so since we have now the value of x, we substitute 5 into the equation 1 or 2. Okay, so we use, for example, equation 1. We use equation 1, negative 5x. So negative 5 times x, which is 5. So negative 5 times 5 minus 2y equals 9. Take note, we use equation 1. Okay, so negative 25, all right, minus 2y equals 9. Okay, so transpose. So we have here negative 2y equals 9 plus or minus 25. Students, plus or minus 25. Take note, this is negative 25 and we transpose to the right. So we will change the sign. Okay, so therefore 9 plus 25. All right, 9 plus 25 equals 9 plus 25 equals 34. All right, equals 34. So you have now divide it by 2 and okay, divide also the right hand side by 2. Okay, so that we can cancel out negative 2 and negative 2. Sorry, this is negative. Okay, so negative 2 and negative 2. So therefore, you now have y equals positive or negative 17. Positive or negative? 34 divided by negative 2 equals negative. Okay, negative 17. So we have now our x and we have now our y. Okay, so that is solving by elimination. Okay, you take out your workbook now. You take out your workbook. We will do it and then until the time will end. All right, again, take out now. All right, so open to page 108. Okay, number 3. Page 107 because letter A is on 107. All right, again, open that one to page 107. Online, all right, open your workbook to page 107. We will answer that together, all right? So that at the same time, you will have to learn the discussion. Okay, so page 107. Okay, write the date of today. All right, there is N. Okay, that is 8. Okay, that is 8 only. All right. Page 107, solve each of the following simultaneous linear equations by elimination method. Okay. So we have there, this is number 3. All right, letter A. So we will do it. So 3x plus y equals 5 and 5x plus 2y equals 7. Okay, so we have now our equation 1 and equation 2. All right. So it will be easier to eliminate y because you have here 2y and you have y. So therefore, we can multiply this one by -2 so that we have -2y and positive 2y. All right. So since we multiply that one with -2, so we have now the -2 times 3x equals -6x. -2 times positive y equals -2y. -2 times 5 equals -10. Okay, and the second equation you have here 5x plus 2y equals 7. All right. So you can now eliminate. What can you eliminate? Y or x? Students, what can you eliminate? Y or x? Y. All right. So we can now eliminate -2y and positive 2y. All right. Combine -6x and 5x. It will be -1x, right? Equals -10 and positive 7 equals -3. So divide it with -1 so that we can get the value of x and divide also by -1. So -1, -1 cancel out. X therefore would be equals to 3. Positive 3. -3 divided by -1 is positive 3. So we have now the value of x. And then we can use that one into equation 2 so that we can get, okay, so 5x or 5, all right, 5 times 3 plus 2y, all right, plus 2y equals 7. All right, 15. 5 times 3 is 15 plus 2y equals 7. All right, so we transpose 15 to the right. So positive becomes negative. So therefore, we have now 2y equals 7 minus 15. Okay, so 2y equals -8. Okay, 7 and -15 is -8. So divide by 2 and divide by 2 so that you get, all right, 2 and 2. So you have y equals -8 divided by 4 is -4. Okay, so you have now x equals to 3 and y equals -4. And that is by elimination method. Okay? Confused or you have now idea? Huh? It's okay or more? Take note, that is letter A. You have now your x equals to 3 and y equals -4. Okay, finish? Finish? Okay, so we have barely 1 minute. All right, so let's try. Online, okay, we will end in about 1 minute and 40 seconds. All right, so let me say thank you, everyone. But we will continue until our time ends. Page 108, letter B. All right, letter B, 2x. Okay, 2x minus y equals 5. And we have the second equation, 3x plus 2y. 3x plus 2y. Why? All right, is it the same? No. 3x plus 2y equals 4. Okay, so again, we can eliminate x or we can eliminate y. This time, this one is positive and negative, so we can eliminate y easily because they have opposite sign. So therefore, we multiply this one with 2. All right, so revise. 2 times 2x equals 4x. All right, 2 times negative y is negative 2y. And 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, combine with equation 2. All right, combine with equation 2, which is 3x plus 2y. All right, you have less than a minute online, so please finish